So what total sales have you seen so far up to this point?
I think I'm up 12,000 in total sales.
$12,000 in total sales.
I'm actually gaining the ground that I wanted to see. It's going to put me where I'd like to be as far as money-wise.
What was your situation before joining the inner circle?
I'm a programmer. I just retired a couple of years ago, and I've been looking for kind of a side gig to make some little extra cash.
What was the main factor there?
I think the AI portion, where most of the work was done by AI, and that's a lot of work, 10,000 listings. That's kind of crazy. There's no way unless you program something or used AI that it would, I wouldn't work 80, 90 hours a week to do.
Having that said, what were you most skeptical about before actually joining?
I didn't know if the claims were true, but it seemed like the tone of everybody at the company it just had the ring of truth. It didn't seem like other offers that I'd seen before were working, trying to get customers, trying to talk to, like a lot of things that I had looked at before were new found software to get leads, to talk to business owners, to get them to sign up for getting leads through websites and developing leads online. And I tried to get customers before, and it's just, they're beaten over the head daily by people trying to get a hold of their attention, and just kind of crazy to corral somebody to talk to.
So this made more sense to you because it was tangible.
Right.
And see it working firsthand.
Right. And I could see that eBay and Amazon have built-in buyers. So you didn't have to reach out like crazy to get attention.
And you don't have to pay out of pocket for promotions.
Oh, exactly. Yeah. You can throw money down the drain big time.
100%. On eBay, it's very fair. Like you run an in-house promotion, let's say 5%. If something sold on your store, only then eBay will take the percentage of your sale.
Right.
So, for example, you could run a profit markup of 35%, while your intention is just you want to take 30%. So, you're on 35%, you're on a 5% promotion, eBay takes 5%, you're left with your 30% profit.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay, so, and now having that said about the profit markups, walk us through like your first week or two from joining, 7 to 14 days. What happened?
I think the first couple of weeks were pretty slow. I was getting used to the software, going through all the teaching and talking to the coaches. They pretty much told me that the first couple of weeks are going to be slow anyway.
What actually did you do on your first 7 to 14 days?
I was pretty busy loading eBay up with listings, looking at the tutorials, and I have an eBay account that was probably 30 years old already. So I had a pretty good, and I had been selling other stuff. I used to purchase secondhand computers that had been refurbished and stuff like that. So I had about 400 reviews already, which I think was a big help.
Yes, sir. It was very advantageous having an aged account with already buyer and seller trust, already reviews, already feedbacks, already sales. Because that allows eBay to push your store to the front of the algorithm faster than a brand new eBay account. Not saying that the brand new eBay account cannot scale, but in the more case, it is faster. Sure. But then again, we're not here to it's not a get rich quick kind of thing.
Right.
The most important thing is building something up. So I feel like for you, for your first 7 to 14 days, was more about learning the ins and outs about not just the software, but more so like the courses.
Exactly, yeah.
And okay, it was a bit slow. Do you remember your first sale with us?
I think so, yeah. I was pretty excited.
Can you walk us through your first sale? Like how, when that happened, how did you fulfill it? Walk us through that.
I think it was pretty much a textbook case of I was able to getting a sale on eBay, although I had, previous sales with eBay. This is the first one that I had actually sold.
With no inventory up front.
Through Amazon, yeah. And I was able to find it in Amazon, get the buyer's information, load it in, purchase it, sell it. It pretty much went off without a hitch, the first one.
As straightforward and easy as that. And Speaking of sales, what specific results and total sales you've seen so far? I believe you joined in February, Brian, if I'm not mistaken,
Yeah.
right?
And the store didn't probably get active until like the last couple of days of February.
Right. So now we're on June 3rd. So like we're approaching basically we're like a week away from the 90 days. So what total sales have you seen so far up to this point?
I think I'm up to 12,000 in total sales.
$12,000 in total sales.
Right. Total, not profit, but sales, yes.
Let's go.
I think it's 198 individual sales.
Excited. Like obviously when you first joined,
Mhm.
expectations. Did anyone tell you you're going to make $12,000 in sales within your first 90 days?
I probably did, but I knew that right off the bat that this was a different kind of opportunity. And I mean, obviously, eBay's sales, people sell on eBay all the time. It's not something far fetched. It's
100%.
just works.
$12,000 in sales within your first 90 days without even holding inventory up front. You ship on Amazon for cheap, sell it on eBay for higher, and then we buy it on Amazon, send it to the eBay customer with their address. That's it. We wait for eBay to pay us out. As smooth as that. So, okay, so now people that are watching might think that $12,000 in sales, that's a big amount. But for you, Brian, in terms of times being spent, how much time are you actually spending per day on this?
I've got a lot of time being retired. So I'm usually on my computer pretty much 8 hours a day, maybe half that time messing around with eBay stuff. I'm still kind of learning. I actually have Amazon is not my only source. I'm doing Chewy, Walmart, pretty much sticking with a lot of the big names that are obviously trustworthy. And
So on average, you spending like 4 hours.
Yeah, I would say.
But obviously 4 hours not back to back.
Correct. Yeah. I'm probably spending a good hour altogether up front going through what I have to ship out, purging monthly listings that aren't doing good, loading up new ones. I just did maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours a day. It's probably the most of the work that I would do anyway. It feels like longer than that, but I'm reading emails and immediately I can see a sale and just work on that. And I'm probably spending more time than I need to.
As long as we're making the revenue, why not? I mean, yeah, it's the thing that we like to consult everyone about is that 1 to 3 hours a day is what this takes to actually make money from. But you don't have to be glued to your computer 1 hour, 2 hours. The most important thing when you have a sale, make sure to fulfill it as soon as you can, because if you wait 5, 6, 7 hours to fulfill it, who knows what will happen by then? Customer might change his mind and say he doesn't want the order anymore. A lot of factors play. I love your dedication. And okay, so Brian, you're 90 days in. You said you still have things you need to learn. In this program specifically, like what part of the program or the system made the biggest difference for you?
Certainly the AI takes the bulk of the work. I'd say between the coaches, the AI.
That's important you said that, by the way. They jump in immediately. So in terms of level of support, it's not a case where like you ask a question and you get your answer the next day.
Right. They seem to be stick to the computer like I am.
Appreciate that, Brian. And just got two more questions for you.
Sure.
How would you say this is like obviously we're in here to make more money, to be productive. But aside from money, how would you say like jumping into this 90 days in, how is this impacting your life outside of money?
I'm actually gaining the ground that I wanted to see. It's going to put me pretty much where I'd like to be as far as money-wise, and just about the right 3 hours a day max, something that I hadn't seen with something else, especially the opportunities where you actually have to get the customers. And trying to get business owners is they won't take calls unless they absolutely have to. That was the biggest difference that I saw in opportunities out there. But I think this is definitely going to be what I need to have
Love that. So in terms of how it's impacting your life more, so it's like it's giving you a path, a straight forward path that this is what I have to do, this is what I'm doing, and this is what I'm sticking on.
Right.
As long as you have an internet connection and a laptop, you can do it from anywhere and you don't have to stay in one place.
Right.
Cool. Brian, just before we wrap this up, a last question. What would you say to someone that's on the fence right now?
I would say I'm glad I jumped in, and I feel that the company is doing extremely well, and I trust all the coaches and you guys. I see that you want to make a difference, and you made a difference with me.
Brian, love that. Thank you so much for your transparency, for your feedback. You're doing great. Keep at it. Let's crush it. 12K first 90 days is just the beginning. We are just getting started. Imagine 6 months down the line and even 1 year down the line, to the jump you're going to make. So, brother, keep at it.
Looking forward to it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, sounds good. Take care now.